Hey everyone, welcome to Trippin' with Silver Daddy. And this episode, I'm dedicating it to my late Uncle Chuck. Because that facility behind me was one of his favorites that I remember growing up. And not only that, my Uncle Chuck, when he lived up in Chicago. So when I was in grade school, I used to have a beer can collection. And I'm telling you one thing, my Uncle Chuck, he actually always gave me the best beer cans for my collections. Because there was a lot of breweries up in that like Milwaukee area, Chicago. So he would always bring them and give them to me. But when my Uncle Chuck, he would tell you, if you're ever traveling out west, bring him back some Coors beer. It was one of his favorites. And I remember that still to this day, even though it was probably almost like 50 years ago. So the Coors Brewery is here in Golden, Colorado, and that's where I'm at. And it offers a look into the largest single-site brewery in the world. Yes, it was founded in 1873 by a German immigrant, and that is Mr. Coors? How about Adolf Coors? That was his name. And the facility has a long history of resilience and industry-changing innovations. The Coors family is credited for several major breakthroughs in the beverage industry that are still being used today. Like in 1959, Bill Coors introduced the first all-aluminum two-piece beverage can, which eventually replaced the traditional tin-plated cans and revolutionized how drinks are packaged and recycled. That same year, the brewery abandoned pasteurization in favor of sterile filtration, which allowed the beer to remain fresh without a heat-treated process common at the time. And because of that being so common at the time, with it being fresh, it couldn't be transferred as far. But the other thing is, like in 1970s, the Coors invented the push tab can to replace that removable, ring pull tab that were often discarded as litter. So Colorado went dry in 1916. That was 4 years before the national prohibition, forcing breweries to find creative ways to stay in business. The Coors family actually did that, and they survived. So the company pivoted and started producing malt milk powder, much of which was sold to the Mars Candy Company for use in their sweets. So the other thing that the Coors family, they invested in a pottery plant that became the Coors Porcelain Company. Now it's called Coors Tech, which manufactured everything from dinnerware to specialized scientific ceramics. So when the Prohibition ended in 1933, Coors was one of the few breweries still intact, and it opened for business at exactly 12 a.m. on April 7th, the very minute that the Volstead Act was repealed. For much of the 20th century, Coors beer was kind of like this cult following due to its limited availability. Until the 1970s, Coors was only sold in 11 to 13 western states because the beer was unpasteurized and needed consistent refrigeration, and it couldn't be shipped long distance. So this scarcity created a lot of legend and notable figures, like President Gerald Ford. They were known to pack cases of Coors beer when they would come to trips in Colorado and take it back to D.C. The signature Coors Banquet brand gets its name from the post-work banquets that the Colorado gold miners would hold in the late 1800s. So now you can take tours of this plant. Huge plant. Tour buses are over there. But look at the size of it. And not only that, this is the Clear Creek. The brewery still uses water source from Clear Creek. And that's the primary ingredients in Coors beer. So this is one of the reasons he chose the area of Golden, Colorado. So if you want to take the tour, you can. And if you're over 21, you get samples. I'll tell you that much. So I just thought it was fitting that I was in the area. I wanted to do this for my Uncle Chuck. And I just find it amazing. And it's beautiful. Like that hill back behind it. And then there's these hills over here. And then the whole town is just like all blends in. They have nothing, everything has to blend in except the big Coors sign over there. That's kind of bright. Hey everyone. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, do me a favor. Leave a message. Maybe tell me your favorite beer. And also, please subscribe. Remember, as always, love, peace, and respect. I'll see you soon. Bye.